3. So we're all tied.
Umpire wanted a quick chant there with Coach Reynolds. We had trouble figuring out what was going on. Apparently he did too down there.
Yeah, Travis is in, and I think Travis will be in. King batted.
4 spot. King batted, and I think Travis came in to play defense. Ground ball, third base to Hastings.
Yep, Hastings
Big
got
chopper.
it. And the throw to first gets by. Now that may be a hit and an error. We'll see how they score it here as the runner goes to second.
But there's at least one error on the play, and that means it's going to be number 10 by our count. They're going to give him the E.
And give an E and no hit.
No hit, yeah.
All right, E 5. And runner goes to second. So there you go.
I was kind of with you, Milton, on that. Maybe a hit and the error on the throw afterwards, because I mean, it looked like he. I mean, we're not umpires and we're far away, but it looked like he basically beat the throw. He had so many high chops, it gave him plenty of time to get down the line.
Yep. Brock Melton, the batter up. Chance to break the tie here with a runner at second. Nobody out in the bottom of the 8th, just like that. Shelby back in business. And the pitch outside from Kraft, ball 1.
Shelby's exactly where they want to be right here. Nick Triplett getting to second base and bringing up the big hitter, Brock Melton, who's been hot of late.
Melton singled his last time up, a double also tonight, 2 for 4 on the night. And that curveball in there for a strike. 1-1 to the left-handed batter, Melton. Sure hadn't been simple tonight, has it? We about used a bottle of white out on our scorebooks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's low, 2-1. 16 players used in some form or fashion by Post 100 tonight. Third pitcher of the evening is up there. That's Ryan Kraft. The pitch, swung on and missed, 2-2. Josh Beam pitched to one batter, 1 pitch, 1 out, and that's all they used Beam, the lefty, for, was to get the left-handed batter, C.J. Brooks. 2-2 the count on Melton here with nobody out and a runner at second. Triplett's the man down at second base. And this is a line drive at the, there's a one-hopper to the second baseman.
Looked like he caught it, but
caught it in the air,
said it was down. So.
Must have hit right in front of home plate and took a line shot at Huff, so the put out will go 4-3. Yeah, it did look like it was in the air most all the way, but it must have bounced right in the dirt around home plate. So 1 down for Riley Smith, the catcher. Smith, right-handed batter. 1 for 2 officially. He's also walked and been hit by a pitch. That's a ball outside to the right-handed batter, 1-0.
Six to 6, bottom 8th on the Mr. Sparky and Hauser Drug scoreboard.
The pitch. Down low.
Runner goes to third. Going to be gone.
He is out at third. Out at third on the throw. Gets Triplett, a big put out.
And Hastings is shaking up on the tag, Milton. Triplett making the second out at third.
I got spiked a little bit there. Turned an ankle or something.
Coach Grayson cannot be happy. You advance if you know you can make it, is what they tell you. And don't make that third out at third, because a base hit right here may be a run.
A 2-5 put out gets Triplett. Base is empty now, 2 down, and a count 2-0 on Riley Smith. And we're going to have a conference. Yeah, the new catcher, by the way, is Braun. Braun catching for Kaiser. Kaiser got credited with that single in the top of the 8th, and Coach Reynolds went to Dalton Towery to run for him, so Braun is now catching. Braun is now catching for Cherryville, and he goes out to the mound. Forgot to mention Braun in the game.
Those of you looking at home, that's Hastings out there at third base. He's struggling a little bit after that play. Can't quite tell what happened to him, if he got, like Milton said, slid into the ankle or the wrist, but he is clearly struggling, and that may, hopefully that doesn't change anything or affect anything as far as his pitching-wise the rest of the series.
And a 2-0 pitch in there for a strike, 2-1 on Smith. Riley Smith trying to keep it going for Shelby, but they ran themselves into out number 2 a moment ago. And the 2-1 pitch, ground ball third base, foul ball. 2-2 on Smith. Hooping and hollering, but what about? Clearly a foul ball. No question about that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 8th, looking at Cherryville in the top of the 9th. Shoemaker, Hastings, and Kraft due up. Cherryville and Shelby tied 6-6 here. Shelby at bat, bottom of the 8th. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's no runs on no hits. And left we go. Hauser Drug Scoreboard. You're listening to B Square Construction Post 100 Baseball.
Get it cranked. With us.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is just one more little thing. Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee. You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
It's time to gear up to mow the grass, prune the trees, and trim the weeds. To help with your outdoor projects, Husqvarna has everything you need. This means you can save time on the job, get the job done right, and enjoy the results of your hard work. Stop by Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln and see the full line of Husqvarna products. Husqvarna can help you with all of your lawn and landscape needs. Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center in Lincoln. Husqvarna, taming the wild.
Hauser Drug Store on the corner in downtown Cherryville has been Cherryville's hometown pharmacy since 1935, and they know you by name. For durable medical equipment such as wheelchairs, oxygen, walkers, CPAPs and BiPAPs, lift chairs, and diabetic supplies too, like strips and lancets. Hauser Drug bills Medicare and most all private insurances. And does your pharmacy make home deliveries? Hauser Drug in Cherryville does. It's service after the sale.
Good luck to Post 100 Baseball from Hauser Drug.
Here. Shoemaker has walked in his one at bat tonight. He came in on a defensive change earlier. And so Shoemaker will lead it off here in the top of the 9th. Hastings and Kraft due to follow. 6-6 ball game at Shelby. Game 2, Cherryville leads the series 1-0. Game 3 tomorrow night. But anybody's guess as to whether it'll be Cherryville up 2-0 or a 1-1 series. Shoemaker. It gets through. Base hit up the middle for Tyler Shoemaker. And Shoemaker, leadoff single, brings up Dylan Hastings. And Hastings was injured, but
Coach Reynolds.
Yeah, okay, it looks like.
Coach Reynolds staring into that dugout, seeing if he could find a runner. Got 2 available. Who's left, Danny?
Well, you got to have
Cameron High could run.
I can play first base, too.
And Chandler Jenkins.
And he can play first.
Reynolds was staring in that dugout hard, wasn't he? He was looking for he was looking for a runner for Shoemaker, and he's about out of people. So
yeah, but he does have some first basemen in the dugout.
He may see if he can bunt him over before he makes that decision on a pinch runner.
All right, here we go. Hastings, the batter. The pitch. The bunt, and he did not offer at it. It nearly hit him. Did he offer at it? Did he? Yes, says the base umpire. That was a...
Uh-oh, and Coach
here we go.
Now, wait a minute. He can't argue balls and strikes. That's a strike. You can't argue that call. That's automatic ejection.
Home plate umpire
I think that's what he's stopping
him
for. You can't argue that.
He wants to say... Maybe he's not... Well, it'd still be.
Oh, now he's saying he wants to talk to
he wants to talk to his runner at first within earshot of the base umpire. Probably talking very loudly.
I think he changed his mind. Well, halfway across the field, he changed his mind who he was going to talk to.
He's probably telling Shoemaker, well, that obviously wasn't a strike, but you got to be ready, yada, yada, yada.
Said it kind of loud.
Yeah, real loud.
I'm pretty sure he didn't go, but I think that's what the umpire was. He had to warn him right there, man. You can't come out and argue any type of strike.
And Coach Reynolds, ever alert, he said, I'm not going to argue. I'm going to talk to my runner at first.
I'm going to talk to my speedster at first base.
He's not new at this by any stretch of the imagination.
Good change of directions, Coach Reynolds.
0-1 pitch to Hastings. He does bunt it this time, and it's fouled. 0-2. 0-2 on Hastings.
Tie ball game, top of the ninth inning, and what a game and what a series we have so far. You expect nothing else. 6-6 here in the top of the ninth at Shelby High School, and Cherryville Postal Hunters got a runner on first and one guy at the plate, and no outs right now. And we've got 9 errors. We counted 10 and 9 on Cherryville, and Danny Akers been doing it since, did you say 87? Yeah. Hasn't seen this many errors on the board for Cherryville ever. And
this is low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hastings.
And I'd like a picture. I want a picture of the scoreboard before we leave, because you never see more errors than runs and hits.
Green ready. And he comes set. The pitch. Swung on and missed by Hastings. Struck him out.
Big looping curveball. That's a tough pitch to hit up for a right-hander, because, I mean, he's releasing it basically behind your leg, and it ends up curving all the way over the plate on the outside corner, and it just looks so beautiful that you could just hammer it into the outfield, and Hastings misses.
And I bring up Ryan Kraft. Shoemaker at first base still, and 1 out now in the top of the ninth. Tie game 6-6.
And the thing about that sidearm curve is that it loops over. When overhand curveballs, they drop. So it's got 2 motions. It goes up and then back down.
Ball 1 to Kraft. Looking at if we can score here. Looking at Shelby in the bottom of the ninth. It's the 7, 8, and 9 spots due up. But we need to score here and hold them in the bottom. Here is a base hit for Kraft between first and second. Yeah, Shoemaker gets down there. And Cherryville has runners first and second with 1 out.
Now let's see if Coach Reynolds can find a pinch runner. He's going into the dugout.
Here he goes. He's looking, and he calls upon. Hadn't seen anybody yet. He calls upon.
Well, he's got to remember who's still
Jenkins
in the game.
Jenkins and High, I think, is all that's left, right? Correct? Well, yeah, I say either one of those guys can play first base for Shoemaker.
Now he's going to make the decision. He's calling time. He's going to get the runner out. Let's see who it is. 12, Jenkins. Chandler Jenkins going to make the run.
All right, for Shoemaker. Look for him to stay in and play first, or they could put High in at first in the bottom of the ninth. Either one of those guys. Only 2 left. Both of them can play first. Might see High go in and play first. You never know. That would use everybody.
Coach Reynolds is going to have a little chat with the on-deck batter. Make sure they're on.
That's Kaiser, Braun.
On the same page.
All right, here we go with the batter up, Dustin Wilson against Dustin Green on the mound for Shelby. Wilson tonight has pumped up, walked and scored, grounded out, and flied out. So he can come through with a big hit here as Coach Grayson now comes out. Listen, I'm just, I don't know what to do. I'm going to take a break here.
All right,
we just take a quick break.
And they live.
Get your prescriptions to go from Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Yes, delivery is now available. Look for the Medical Center delivery van in your area. Just call 704-435-3263 for your prescriptions to go. You can even order online at mcpcherryville.com. Check out that new and improved website. And the grill is now under new management. Come on in for your favorite sandwiches. That's at the Medical Center Pharmacy, East Academy Street in Cherryville. On the go for you.
Here, runners first and second, 1 out for Dustin Wilson. Danny made a good point during the break, Kevin. Coach Reynolds got 18 players all year long. He's used them all throughout the season at some point or another. All pretty good ball players, very good ball players, and tonight he just about used everybody. Here's a bunt by Wilson, and it's fielded by the pitcher to throw to first in time.
Yep.
So it moves those runners to second and third.
Good bunt by Wilson. Looked like it almost hit him in the box, and he got out of the box and up the line to get to first. And Coach Grayson's going to talk strategy in the dugout with some of his other coaches, and see what they think about here. Maybe.
Well, I said Braun was on deck. I was mistaken. That's Sam Travis. Braun is catching, but Travis went in to play shortstop in Kaiser's spot. So Sam Travis hits here in the top of the ninth with runners at second and third, and Sam Travis, a good hitter, off the bench coming in. The pitch from Green, swung on and missed.
Folks, don't forget, tomorrow you can watch this game, rewatch this game on YouTube. Tonight, immediately after the game on whatsupshopper.com, you can watch the game immediately afterwards. And you can also download photos tomorrow on Facebook.
Now here's the 0-1 to Travis inside. A wild pitch or pass ball or an error here or a base hit. Could get that go-ahead run in for Cherryville here in the top of the ninth.
6-6, 2 outs, top 9, runners second, third.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's popped out of play right side. 1-2 on Travis.
What a game, what a series. Shelby and Cherryville. Doesn't get no better than this. Another packed house. Not as quite as packed as Cherryville was. We was overflowing over there, but then again, this place is about twice the size, maybe, as far as capacity goes. I don't know if we don't know anything official on that, do we?
Now here's the 1-2 pitch, and it swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the side retired. No runs for Cherryville on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and tied 6-6. You're listening to the B-Square Baseball broadcast.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty.
For over 50 years, Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville has been locally owned and operated. Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville specializes in auto parts, paint, hydraulic hoses, and more. Plus, they have an experienced and knowledgeable staff working to serve you, no matter what your automotive needs are. See Drew and his crew of automotive specialists at Napa Auto Parts, 905 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-4581 today. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger takes this time to invite you to Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry in Cherryville and Cherryville Dental Clinic. You'll find a state-of-the-art facility with excellent dental care from their competent and caring staff, offering a wide array of preventive, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, and they strive to improve your dental health and a higher quality of life. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry, 1015 East Kirk Street in Cherryville, and Cherryville Dental Clinic, 106 North Mountain Street in Cherryville. Visit the website at CloningerDentistry.com. Just the 4 tires, but hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and rims, Seller Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shocks, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Seller Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 1.
All right, we go to the bottom of the ninth, tied up 6-6. Alston Bridge is due up for Shelby. Green and Young due to follow the 7 and 8 and 9 spots in the Shelby order. Tie ball game, a run wins it and evens the series up 1 game apiece. Going back to Cherryville for game 3. Here's a bunt, and they're letting it go, and the catcher Braun smothers it after it goes foul down at third base line. It's smart play, and it'll be a foul ball on Bridges. Cherryville in the top of the ninth. Left runners at second and third. Had them there with 2 out. Couldn't get them home. Either one of them, and Kraft goes to the rosin bag now. He's ready. The 0-1 pitch coming up here to Alston Bridges. And the pitch, ground ball, Third baseman Hastings got it. Throw in time. 5-3 on the putout. Hastings had plenty of time and
good play by
didn't
Hastings,
rush
and then
anything.
Cherryville makes an error on the throw around, Danny.
We don't count that one. We don't count that one. Batter's out, folks.
They threw that one into left field.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, we got, by the way, new first baseman is Chandler Jenkins, who came in to run for Shoemaker.
I think Huff hosed that one into left field.
And Huff did okay. So it was Hastings to Jenkins on the putout of Bridges, and it brings up Dustin Green, now the pitcher for Shelby.
It's a good thing they're not having a barn throwing contest because none of them have hit it yet.
Curveball in there for a strike. Green is 0 for 3 on the night in that number 8 spot. The 0-1 pitch from Kraft. Fastball, one hopper at short. He can't come up with. That's probably going to be scored a hit by what we've seen them do here tonight.
It may be scored a hit, but I played shortstop, and that's an error.
Yeah, it's scored a hit.
I'm telling you, he's not a regular shortstop.
He's not the regular.
Though, is he?
No, he's
usually a third baseman, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, and you gotta attack the ball at short the second, and he kind of knows that at third. The second though, you let it play you.
Cherryville.
Bad things start to happen as deep as you are out there.
Cherryville really has, Kraft's a regular shortstop. Every game in, game out, except when he was on the mound, and then that's Travis has been playing shortstop of late. They tried Bess at shortstop some earlier in the year. He struggled. I've seen Hastings, I think, play short this year. Travis is there at shortstop. They give it a hit, 1 on 1 out, and it's ball 1 to Young.
And teams of this caliber usually don't see with shortstop problems, and both of these teams seem to have it. Like I said earlier, I've seen numerous errors at short from the Shelby Post 82 team in the last 2 rounds.
Here's the 1-0 to Young. Ground ball. This could be to Travis. It'd be 6-4, no throw to first. So fielder's choice for Young.
If you're watching there at home, you didn't. I don't know if you kind of got Travis's exchange there at short. That's a third baseman.
Yeah, he didn't.
As soon as he caught it, he come up throwing. He didn't have. You could tell there's no chemistry there with the second baseman. And that's one thing you really need to turn double plays.
He knew where to go, but he didn't do it smoothly.
Yeah, he didn't time it right and give Huff a chance. And now we've got a runner at first with 2 outs now.
Top of the order, Mims. Mims, the batter. He is 0 for 3 and also been hit by a pitch. He reached on error once and scored, and there's a strike to Mims.
And I don't know if Jackson's got home run power. I don't think I've seen him put one out of the park yet. This year, but that's not saying that he doesn't. I personally haven't seen him, and I've been in quite a few games.
An extra bases hit could win the game for Shelby. That is ball 1, and that was a pretty pitch.
Danny, if they called you and asked you to umpire behind the plate of a Cherryville Shelby game, what would you tell them?
You're not going to win. You're not going to win either crowd over.
Yeah,
<laughs>
exactly.
1-1 pitch. Ball 2.
Bill Murray got enough money in that wallet. I wouldn't do it either.
2-1, 2 out. Runner at first for Shelby. Tie ball game in the bottom of the 9th for Cherryville. The top of the order due up if Shelby doesn't play to run here to win it. Kraft, long time batter. Mims asked for time, granted by our umpire. Kraft ready, and the pitch. Ball 3. Kraft goes back to the rosin bag.
Umpire's been pretty tight, but he's been really consistent. I mean, you've got to throw it over the plate if you're going to get a strike. You got to earn a strikeout here, and you're gonna like I said, you're just going to have to throw it over. You're not going to get any corners here.
3-1, and the pitch. Strike called.
And as soon as I say that, the same pitch probably about right in the same spot's called a strike. So
here we go.
Here goes my analysis.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at first. And the pitch coming up here to Jackson Mims. Kraft steps off. Everybody at home listening, watching.
On the edge of your seats. We're on the edge of ours.
Go where you go, do what you do, as Woody Durham said. Here's the 3-2 pitch, ball 4. So a walk puts runners first and second for C.J. Brooks.
That's a good eye by Mims taking that pitch. I mean, it was very close, and he draws the walk. And Shelby now with runners on first and second.
Now Brooks batted in the 7th, and Coach Reynolds brought Josh Beam, the left-handed pitcher, to face him, and he threw one pitch and popped him up.
Is he going to bring
Coach
another
Reynolds
lefty?
is coming out. Can he go back to Beam?
As long as he's still in the game.
He's still in the game. He's out in left field.
That may be what he's doing here, folks. So we'll see what.
All right, let's take a break. We'll find out. Back.
So many policies with different providers makes everything confusing.
May I? When you bundle your home, auto, and life insurance policies with Nationwide, will help you feel more protected and even save you up to 25%. I think you can take it from here, right? Nationwide is on your side.
Call your local Nationwide agent, Sandy Cunningham in Cherryville today at 704-445-1990.
Jenkins from first. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's going to face the left-handed batter, C.J. Brooks. And Hastings, third baseman's going to go over to first. Kraft is at, no, it's still Travis at short. I believe Kraft's going to play third. No?
No, Kraft, well,
I don't know.
I would imagine Travis would go to third.
Kraft's in there talking to Coach Reynolds. Okay, he's going
to go to short.
He's going to go to short, and Travis is going to play third. That's what I thought would happen. And Jenkins been a little wild in his warm-ups here. So Chandler Jenkins, the pitcher, Braun, the catcher.
Yep.
Hastings, first baseman, Huff, second baseman, Kraft to be a shortstop, Travis at third. And the outfield is what started the game.
And don't forget, Jenkins is the 17th man off the bench in this game. He came in as a pinch runner last inning, ended up staying in the game. Now he's at first base. Now he comes back into pitch, and Coach Reynolds a lot of strategizing these past few innings around C.J. Brooks, making him face the lefties. Brooks has been hot, and Coach Reynolds is not even going to let him have a chance at a right-handed pitcher.
Yep, C.J. Brooks. Well, it worked when he brought Josh Beam in to pitch to him. One pitch. 1 out back in the 7th. It's 2 out, runners first and second, bottom of the ninth, 6-6 tie. And Shelby's C.J. Brooks, the left-handed batter up, face Chandler Jenkins, the pitch. Strike called. Brooks flinched at it. It was in there for a strike. 0-1 on Brooks.
I would imagine that was an ordered take, considering Jenkins had a little trouble finding the catcher during the warm-ups.
And there's strike 2.
Brooks didn't like that at all, folks. Thought it was on the inside.
0-2 on Brooks.
Good pitch by Jenkins.
Here we go. 1 strike away from going extra innings. Can Jenkins do it here? The pitch outside.
I was about to say, you got to be careful here in this situation, Milton. With the lead run at second, you're trying to keep Brooks from putting the ball in play, and you got an 0-2 count, maybe trying to make him chase one. But you got to be careful, not throw one to the backstop here.
That's right. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it is swung on and missed. He struck him out. It works again. It worked again. Jenkins gets a big hug from his teammates as he got the strikeout for out number 3. And the inning summary, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We go to the 10th. Top of the order due for Cherryville, Best, Beam, and Huff. Back in a moment on the B-Square Construction broadcast.
For complete auto repair, see Garen Sellers at Seller Service Center on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Right now, they're offering alignments for only $29.95 with a purchase of 4 tires. But hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and repair to inspections to alignment and custom rims, Sellers Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shocks, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Sellers Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 1. Get it cranked with a stop at Field Starter and Alternator in Cherryville. They start all the winners. They do it all at Field Starter and Alternator, from starters to alternators, generators, rebuilt and repairs. With 2 locations, 457 Paul H. Beam Road and 319 East Main Street, both in Cherryville. Yes, get it cranked and get it running with a visit to Field Starter and Alternator of Cherryville.
And they lived happily ever after.
Thanks, Mom.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
This moment is brought to you by Bennett Insurance Group, your local Erie insurance agent. For affordable insurance coverage in Cherryville, call Rocky at Bennett Insurance Group at 704-435-0271 and see how you can save. Bennett Insurance Group and Erie Insurance. We've got you covered. It's our true blue promise.
Thomas Best, 3 for 5 night. 2 singles, a double. He's also grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice. He scored in the 1st and 8th innings. Dustin Green still on the mound for Shelby, their 4th pitcher. Both teams have used 4 pitchers. And that was a ball.
And the check swing down the right side said he was safe.
Mm-hmm. Best trying to reach base for the 5th time tonight.
Shelby hadn't had much luck getting him out.
And here's a ground ball to second. That will be an easy 4-3 ground out. And there's one away for Josh Beam. Beam tonight has walked 3 times. He's also singled and struck out, officially 1 for 2. With 3 walks tonight, 1 the other night, and 4 the game before, 8 walks in 3 games for Josh Beam. Left-handed hitter and left-handed walker here of late. That's on the outside corner for a strike.
10:25 Eastern Standard Time.
Sure is. We started at 7:04.
It's, what, Friday in Australia?
Yeah. And here's a shot to center, going to get down for a base hit and gets by the center fielder. Beam's going for second. He is head first slide safe.
Ball cut off there by the second baseman. Triplett having trouble, took a bad angle on it, couldn't corral the ball.
Hitting an error is what they score on the board. E8, base hit for Beam. Go ahead, run in scoring position for Brett Huff.
It took Shelby 10 innings to make their first error. And we've had 10 for posting 100 by themselves. 1 an inning. Posting 100's averaging 1 an inning.
And Huff is 0 for the night. 0 for 4, been hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. So second baseman Brett Huff, chance to bring in that go-ahead run. In the top of the 10th, there's a strike from Green.
Good slider over the outside corner from
Green's
Green.
been pitching since the inning? Danny's checking. Since the 8th? Okay, so he's been in longer than that. It's been a long, drawn-out thing, hasn't it? Here's the 0-1 pitch. That comes way in. Oh, strike called. Had Huff bailing out.
Well, if you remember, wasn't it Huff earlier that didn't like some of the umpires'
Yes,
calls?
yes,
So his
yes.
strike zone has
And
widened.
Umpire remembers.
Yeah, his strike zone has gotten wider.
0-2 pitch. Green is way outside. 1-2.
And that's tough on a hitter adjusting like that. But I mean, yes, the umpire made a missed call, but the way you acted is gonna affect how your next at bat.
Sure is. 1-2 pitch on the way from Green, and it's way outside. 2-2 now to Huff. Runner down at second is Beam with one out. Beam singled, went to second on the error in the outfield on the play.
Beam's getting pretty aggressive with his secondary lead, Milton, being pretty out there.
2-2 to Huff. It is, oh, he swung and missed it. Ball 4, way outside. 2 down for Braun.
Lack of concentration there on Huff. That ball, 1.5 feet, 2 feet outside. And the sidearm curveball caught the right-hander that time, leaning out there and protecting a little bit.
All right, so Braun to batter up.
2 outs. Runner on second. Go-ahead run on second here in the top of the 10th inning.
Pitch to Braun, fouled off, right side, strike 1.
Free baseball.
Braun's
only paid for 9.
Braun's first at bat. He's batting in the number 4 spot, formerly the DH spot by Seth Weekly. In the 8th inning, King batted in this spot and got an RBI single to tie the game.
Coach Reynolds just called time to go out there and tell secrets with Mr. Buff at second base.
0-1 to count on Derek Braun. 2 down now in the top of the 10th. 6-6 ball game. Green ready in the pitch. Runner going. It's called a strike. No throw to third. 0-2 now on Braun.
Time's going to be called here. Slid in the bag, knocked the bag out.
The bag, yep.
I was about to say he's probably going to steal here, and Coach Reynolds going to try to force Shelby and maybe make a mistake and throw the ball away. But they don't fall for that ploy this time.
0-2 is the count. Runner at third to go ahead and run 90 feet away. I see a wild pitch or pass ball here. And Braun lifts it to right field, and Loasis gets there in time. In shallow right to make the catch. Out number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The 3, 4, and 5 spots due up for Shelby. That'd be Loasis, Triplet, and Melton, and we'll be right back. You're listening to B Square Construction Baseball.
The cars.
TRT Trailer Sales stocks one of the largest selections of trailers nationwide. No matter what you're looking for, TRT Trailer Sales has it or can get it. Motorcycle trailers, gooseneck and concessions, race trailers, go-kart trailers, V-nosed, horse trailers, and of course utility trailers. Name brands include Shadowmaster, Cargo Express, and more. 90 days same as cash, just in credit, $0 down. TRT Trailer Sales off Highway 321, exit 20 just south of Lincoln. 1-877-279-7465.
Most of us will make or assist in making funeral arrangements of some kind in our lives. This can mean making many decisions at a very difficult and emotional time. At Carpenter's Funeral Home of Cherryville, their funeral directors, John Porter and Carol Carpenter, are there to offer help and guidance. Carpenter's Funeral Home promotes the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service, even winning the Pursuit of Excellence Award. Carpenter's Funeral Home, 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville, a member of the North Carolina Funeral Directors Association. Cherryville and North Lake Country Club are both open to and welcome to the public. Both locations have been recently remodeled and are available for weddings and receptions, also reunions, corporate and private parties, and more. The Cherryville Country Club is open for lunch and supper Thursday and Friday from 11 to 9, and both Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club are accepting new memberships at this time. The Cherryville Country Club golf course is also available to the public. Come on down for a great meal and great golfing experience. Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club.
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Fallston. Our family serving your family.
Lowasis against Chandler Jenkins, the left-hander for Cherryville. Jenkins having a time warming up. The ball slipped out of his hand one time. He asked for a new baseball. Threw a couple more warm-ups, and then he asked for a towel. Got his shirt tail out. It's ball 1 to Lowasis. The pitch. Ball 2.
He's got to be careful with Lowasis here, Milton. Big-time hitter for Shelby Post 82. I've seen him hit a couple bombs this year. And when he hits it out, it doesn't barely go out.
There's no question. A 2-0 pitch. Fouled back. 2-1 on Lowasis. Right fielder, right-handed.
He's going to have a change of bat here.
Yeah.
I think, no?
Oh, took a glove off. Taking his batting gloves off. The gloves are coming off. That's the old boxing terminology, isn't it? 2-1 on Lowasis.
Maybe, I guess it's pretty muggy out there. A lot of players having trouble holding on to the ball. Maybe that's why we got 9, 10, and 11 errors in this game.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, 3-1 to Lowasis. Gosh, what if that rain that was over in Cherryville and Waco comes this way, or another cloud this way? 3-1 at Lowasis. We're in the bottom of the 10th, 6-6 ball game. Lowasis, Triplet, and Melton. The 3, 4, and 5 spots for Shelby up here, and Jenkins and Braun meet. Umpire goes out to tell them, come on, guys. 3-1 to the batter.
Told them the Daily Show comes on in 25 minutes. They don't hustle up.
I hear you. 3-1 count to Evan Lowasis. This game well past the 3-hour mark. 3 hours and 31 minutes right now. The 3-1 pitch from Jenkins. Swing and a miss. 3-2.
We are 2 minutes away from the 4-hour broadcast mark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 3 hours 57 minutes and 15 seconds now.
Since we went on the air.
Yep.
Okay. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on Lowasis.
Wow. Lowasis, a big-time hitter for the Shelby Post 82 outfit. I did not see him just standing there and looking as much as he likes to swing the bat and put a charge into the ball, and that's going to bring up Nick Triplett.
Absolutely, Nick Triplett. He has doubled on the night. He's 1 for 3 with 2 walks and a run scored.
If Chandler can get through Lowasis, Triplett, and Melton, he deserves a medal.
And the pitch is ball 1 to Triplett. Cleanup hitter in the order for Post 82 Shelby. Here's the 1-0. Line away, 2-0. Jenkins perspiring something fierce out there. 2-0 count on Triplett. The wind and the pitch. It's ball high. And Braun takes a couple steps, throws the ball back.
Jenkins got a little herky-jerky motion in his pitch, and it's got to be a little distracting to the batters. Kind of hides the ball well for the lefty.
Mm-hmm. The 3-0 to Triplett. And it's ball 4. So the winning run on base in the bottom of the 10th for Shelby. And Brock Melton, the batter, up.
So that's going to bring up Brock Melton. Another big-time hitter for Shelby. And like we just talked about, if Chandler can get through these guys, it'll be he deserves an award, a medal, or something. Maybe they can get a double play ball here, get out of this inning, and get to the top of the 11th.
Double play opportunities have been an adventure tonight for Cherryville. Here's the pitch to Melton, a left-handed batter.
Well, any ground ball has been an adventure tonight for Cherryville.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything has been on the throws, mostly. Thomas dropped one in center, but everything else, ground balls in the dirt, lead to base runners for Shelby.
Throw to first, a little low over there, dug out by Hastings. Dylan Hastings playing first now.
Triplet is a threat to move.
0-1 to count on Melton.
I doubt he will with the lefty at bat. He's going to throw back over. Jenkins does, keeping Triplet honest. But with the lefty in the bat, I don't think that Grayson will send him unless he just gets real nervous and doesn't want to get a double play here. Because you like to have that first baseman covering first with the lefty at bat. He can hammer one through that hole.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, foul back. 1-1 on Melton. 1 out, 1 on for Shelby. Bottom of the 10th, 6-6 ball game. Chandler Jenkins, the lefty, comes set and the pitch. It's a ball. Throw to second.
Triplet.
The runner is in safe. Stolen base for Nick Triplet. Takes off the force, and for the normal double play. 2-1 to count on Melton.
2-1-1 out. Coach Grayson now going to have a little talk with Melton. Not sure quite what they're talking about here, but you got Triplet out at second base. I mean, he can get a base hit. That Triplet will be a threat to score from anywhere, any type of hit. Cherryville's going to have to hope if he does get a hit, it stays in front of him and they can make a play at the plate. Brock Melton, big batter for Shelby at the plate now, lefty on lefty.
2-1 count. Chandler Jenkins studies the signs from catcher Braun, and he steps off.
Step off, step out, step on, step off, step out, call time.
2-1 pitch coming up, and we got time again. Time granted by the umpire.
Between the times and the pitching changes and the coaching's call, I mean, one coach goes out and makes a change, and as soon as he gets back in the dugout, the other one leaves the dugout. I mean, we've probably wasted at least an hour here, Milton.
Yeah, 2-1 pitch. Fouled off, 2-2 on Melton. Can he get the big out here to make 2 out, and Riley Smith coming up to bat, but 1 strike to get here on tough hitter Brock Melton.
6-6, post 100 in the bottom of the 10th inning, tied with Shelby post 82.
Here is a fly ball right field, caught on the run. Runner at second tags up, throw going into third. He is safe at third.
The throw, Milton, looked like it beat him, but he couldn't come up with it and make the tag.
Yep. So the fly out to right is 2 out, and the winning run at third base for Shelby, and the batter is Riley Smith. Good catch on the run out there by Wilson in right field, Dustin Wilson.
I'm pretty sure I think I've seen Riley put it out of this ballpark before, so he has power to all fields then.
Smith, 1 hit tonight, 1 for 3 officially. He's also walked and been hit by a pitch. He's the Shelby catcher, right-handed batter. Triplet at third, 2 out now.
Nobody warming up in the post 100. Well, I mean, they're down to 1 player left. Cameron High's the only one left that could be warming up.
He's not come out to.
Is Cameron a lefty too?
He's a right-hander.
Cameron's righty. Okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Smith the batter, and Jenkins is going to run to second.
He's going to tag and see if he left early.
See if he leave early.
And none of the umpires are looking.
No, they're not going to make a call, so he did not leave early. I watched him. I didn't think he did.
Now Coach Reynolds is going to come on out.
Coach Reynolds wants Dustin Wilson to pitch, I believe. Wilson's going to pitch to Smith here, it looks like.
So I got a question. If Chandler doesn't walk back to second base, does Coach Reynolds still come out, or did that make his final decision? I mean, what was he doing the last minute and a half after the play?
So Wilson's going to pitch here, and we're going to have a change. We'll take this timeout.
Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today 704-435-1988. TRT Trailer Sales stocks one of the largest selections of trailers nationwide. No matter what you're looking for, TRT Trailer Sales has it or can get it. Motorcycle trailers, gooseneck and concessions, race trailers, go-kart trailers, V-nosed, horse trailers, and of course utility trailers. Name brands include Shadowmaster, Cargo Express, and more. 90 days same as cash, just in credit, $0 down. TRT Trailer Sales off Highway 321, exit 20 just south of Lincoln. 1-877-279-7465.
Cherryville Self-Storage is your complete storage center. They have units from 5x5 up to 10x30. They also sell moving supplies such as locks, slip covers, ropes, and more. Cherryville Self-Storage is the first storage facility in Cherryville and is also the newest units in town. They're also the only storage facility in the surrounding area with climate-controlled units. All storage units have 24-hour access and have paved lots for your convenience. Units are also monitored by security cameras as well as treated monthly for pest control. For more information, call 704-435-4909.
Straight spot. Jenkins going to right field. Batter up is Riley Smith with the potential winning run 90 feet away for Shelby. Looking to tie this third round playoff series up one game apiece, going back to Cherryville tomorrow night. Dustin Wilson, right-hander, on the mound now. Right-handed batter Riley Smith. Wilson ready, the pitch. Curl back at him. He will run about halfway or more to first. Underhand toss to Hastings. One pitch and the third out made there by Smith. So Cherryville gets out of the jam. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and one left. We go to the 11th. I don't have an 11. I have no 11th in my book. So we can't play anymore. Thank you, Kevin. I got an extra scorebook thanks to Kevin. We'll be on the medical.
Someone tell Coach Reynolds and Grayson this game's over.
On the Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky scoreboard, still 6-6.
College Building Supplies in Dallas can save you money on kitchen and bath cabinets, exterior siding, all-size lumber, treated and regular. 5E galvanized metal starts at $15.49 per sheet. Wooden storage buildings start at $1,099. 3-tab roofing shingles, $44.96 a square or $14.99 a bundle. College Building Supplies, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-922-8649.
Cherryville Federal Bank makes switching a snap. Every bank has a switch kit, but ours has a name and a face, a real person ready to walk you through all the details. Automatic drafts, direct deposit, tracking down numbers and details. Completing the process. We do everything we can to make switching a snap. So the sooner you get started, the better. Cherryville Federal Bank. It's just better here. Member FDIC.
All right, we go to the 11th. More free baseball here in Shelby. The 11th inning and 6-6 ball game. Up for Cherryville, the 5, 6, and 7 spots. Batter up is Chandler Jenkins. Jenkins, first at bat here. Coming in on the pitching change and now playing right field. Jenkins, Hastings, and Kraft due up here. And they're going up against Dustin Green. Still out there on the mound for Shelby. Jenkins, left-handed hitter for Cherryville. And here is a ball. It gets by the second baseman. That took a weird, it had some spin on it and got by the second baseman. and it's called a hit. I better turn your mic on, Kevin.
Wow. I mean, that ball chopped up. Looked like it was going to be an easy play, and it took a right.
Crazy backspin on the ball. Had a little English on it, Danny says. And
looked like a pool cue.
Second baseman was most surprised man in the house. A base hit for Jenkins brings up Dylan Hastings. Yeah, we need a little luck our way tonight after 10 errors.
Whew. Guys, where our cameramen are getting tired down the side, they're asking about overtime pay.
Well, if it goes past midnight, we'll see. Here's Hastings showing bunt.
I told them they got a free cheeseburger.
Strike one on Hastings. 0-1 to count to Dylan Hastings. I think it's 0-1. They haven't put it on the board. I don't think they know what happened. But he found that bunt attempt off, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. 0-1, yep. Umpire indicates the count. The ball's one strike. Next pitch to Hastings, showing bunt again. And this one, did it hit him?
Well, he
thinks he's been hit.
I don't know.
The umpire thinks he hit the bat. Dylan.
That's an out. Sacrifice. That's a sacrifice.
The ball was in play.
The ball was in play, and they got him. Okay.
Umpire told him the ball was in play. I don't know. Maybe his bat hit him.
Yeah.
His bat hit him when it hit the bat, and he jerked it back.
Okay, so it was a sacrifice bunt. Moves the runner into scoring position. I was watching him thinking he was hit by the pitch.
He hit himself with the bat on the ricochet of the ball hitting the bat.
That was 1-3.
Hastings better get off this field before he gets hurt, Danny. He's hurt himself at third, and he hit himself in the face with the bat bunting.
I believe it did. All right, here's Ryan Kraft. Chance to bring in the go-ahead run with one out. Kraft the batter. And he pops it up. It's going to be the shortstop, making a catch, and there's two away. So it's up to Wilson here. Dustin Wilson, who's now the pitcher for Cherryville in the top of the 10th, 6-6 ball game. Go ahead and run at second base. Dustin Wilson, the batter. Wilson sacrificed his last time up. Won't be doing that here. Tonight he's 0 for 3 officially with a walk and a run scored.
Looks like the umpire's a little tired too, Milton, getting to their spots, starting to stiff up out there.
I tell you. Pitch from Green to Wilson, and it's outside, ball one. Down at second base is Jenkins with the leadoff infield single, as it were. 1-0 pitch. It is swung on and missed.
Foul tip by Post 100. Post 100's only got one sub left on the bench. How many has Shelby got? They don't have as many players as Cherryville does. They've got to have. They got to be down to the last few players. I don't know. They might not have made that many subs.
Yeah, they've used pitchers, but they've just pretty much
been in the field already,
except
right?
for Byers, I guess.
Yeah.
Danny's counting them up here.
They got 4 left.
They got 4 left. Okay.
So Shelby in a good position as far as players goes. Cherryville only got 1 sub left.
1-1 pitch. It's a ball. 2-1 on Wilson.
Coach Bruno's going to have to let that inner Tony La Russa go and not micromanage. He can't micromanage the rest of this game.
Here's the 2-1 to Dustin Wilson, and it's inside edge for a strike. 2-2.
Got Wilson on Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Or Dustin on Dustin.
Family crime. Are they both Dustin Wilson?
No, Dustin Green and Dustin Wilson.
Yeah, you're right.
Long night.
Yeah, it is.
2-2 pitch. Curveball inside. 3-2 on Dustin Wilson. Dustin Wilson, right-handed hitter, waits. 3-2 with 2 out and runner at second. Here's the pitch from Dustin Green. It is swung on and missed, strike 3. Struck him outside, retired. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left for Cherryville. We go to the bottom of the 11th, And the 7, 8, 9 spots due up for Shelby, post A2. Score 6-6 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
When the scepter.
For the grad or dear old dad, the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment has unique gifts for both. Visit one of their convenient locations in Lincoln and Boger City and Vail and get free delivery within 3 miles of Lincoln and Boger City. And be sure to see them on Facebook. Unique gifts for the grad and dad at the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment. Carolina Shopping Center, Boger City, Town and Country Shopping Center, Lincoln, and in the Honey Shopping Center, Highway 10 in Vail. West End Sales in Vail is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
Kevin Hastings, Danny Aker, Josh Collins, Freddie Farley. Batter up is Alston Bridges against Dustin Wilson. Pitch in there for strike one. Wilson, last at bat, he grounded out 5-3. And the 0-1 pitch popped up. First base side in foul territory is Hastings. He couldn't hold on.
Oh.
That ball had some
looked like it changed
backspin on it.
Looked like it changed directions 2 or 3 times.
Came back toward the field, and he dropped it strike 2.
And in his defense, Hastings don't play much first base, does he?
Not much.
So he's got a first base mitt on. If you're if you're a shortstop or third baseman like Hastings is by trade, you hate that huge mitt that you got to wear over there. So, well, I'm going to blame it a little bit on the mitt, but
yeah, it was tough. It had a lot of backspin on it.
About the 15th play Post 100 should have made tonight, though.
Yeah.
And they've almost made a whole game's worth of plays that they could have made.
Yeah, what could have been, should have been, would have been. A couple times chances for double plays and threw it away at first. Runner able to go to second on errors there. And there's a ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bridges.
Not only is our cameraman worried about how long they're going to be here, one of them, it's been a while since he played Little League. He was wondering when they were just going to call it a tie.
Yeah.
Then he thought they played sudden death.
1-2 pitch, fouled off. Yep.
And I'll tell y'all the story about Freddie later. I got one of the best Little League stories of all time about Freddie, and we'll talk about it between innings or something. But it'd be good to tell in the air, but not in the 11th inning.
There you go. 1-2 on Bridges. And Green and Dustin Wilson, excuse me, not Dustin Green, but Dustin Wilson. The Cherryville pitcher steps off. Dustin Green, his counterpart, on deck. Now he steps off again. Wilson, our fifth pitcher for Cherryville.
Bottom of the 11th. Well, if he's going to go with anybody else, he's going to step off again.
Yeah, he does. You know, I said one time years ago about a game we were doing. It's maybe something like this. If all games were like this, the game never would have caught on.
No.
They would have said, "This is what? What you call this game?"
Well, this is the deal you make when you play 9-inning games too. Plenty of time to come back. Plenty, and then if you do go to extra innings, I mean, you've already played 9. How much later can you get?
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Alston Bridges. Yes, he is the grandson of the barbecue place namesake over here. Dan Greer told me that Sunday night in Cherryville.
You can see his picture on the wall there.
And the pitch in the dirt. 3-2 on Alston Bridges.
And I eat there every Thursday on my delivery route. The kind ladies there take care of me, get my food up real quick and get it out.
You can get barbecue or barbecue.
I get barbecue there.
You get barbecue.
I get a barbecue sandwich and
you can get barbecue, or you can get barbecue.
And I think you get like a 5-gallon tea. I don't know how much tea's in that they give me, but they got to go through some tea.
That's ball 4 from Dustin Wilson to Alston Bridges. And in the bottom of the 11th, leadoff batter on for Dustin Green. Green singled his last time up. And with nobody out, Shelby trying to win it here in the bottom of the 11th and tie this series 1 game each. Game 3 is tomorrow night in Cherryville.
Be ready for a bunt here. I think I just read a sign.
Bring your pillow and whatever you might want to plan to stay the night if it's anything like tonight.
Yeah,
and
I
he's
did
showing
read
bunt, and Wilson steps off. Sam Travis at third,
Coach
charging
Reynolds
in.
going to come out and talk it over with his defense, and with nobody else on besides the guy at first. Danny, what are you telling him besides throw the guy out if he tries to steal?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're going to talk bunt strategy. We'll make sure. Got to talk bunt strategy because we've had so many subs tonight. Good move here by Coach Reynolds. Want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what their job is on this bunt attempt.
Yep, the umpire heading that way to break up the meeting.
He's coming to make sure they put hamburger on his pizza.
There's nobody out. Runner on first for Shelby. Bottom of the 11th. 6-6 ball game on Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Eventually, we will get to the College Building Supplies post-game show and our post 100 player of the game brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. But who knows when that'll be? Let's hope it's not till a little later. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball throw down to first. Safe. Oh, it's close. Real close. The bag comes loose. Hastings thought he had Bridges, and it was close.
I couldn't quite tell. When the bag comes up like that, it's just tough to figure out exactly what
I might
happened.
make some enemies, but I thought he was safe. I call it as I see it. It was close, but I thought he just got back in. I'd love for him to have been out for the Cherryville folks listening in. It's ball 1 on the batter, Green, and the umpire staring at the Cherryville dugout. And now he walks out toward the first base umpire to make sure of the call.
He had to get the umpire.
I know it was about the pitch is what that was.
Asking if he went on the bunt attempt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the base umpire says safe, so it's ball 1 on Green. Cherryville dugout wanted a strike.
I just heard someone say they can see it on What's Up Shopper, the replay. I swear I did.
And it's blowing away.
Yelling at the umpire.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Way to go, Josh.
The replay will be on What's Up Shopper Blue, is what some lady just yelled at.
Oh, it was a woman. Okay, I thought maybe it was Josh Collins.
No, it wasn't Josh.
2-0. Here's the pitch, and it's bunted, first base, foul ball.
Wow. That was a great job there by Wilson, even getting bat on that. But another ball thrown right at the batter who squares around a bunt.
Yep, and so it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Dustin Green.
Coach Grayson changing the play call.
Runner at first, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 11th for Shelby. Tied up 6-6.
So we might not see the bunt. Might be off now. We'll see what they do. They did just change the play.
2-1 to count. Here's Wilson and the pitch. He offered at it. It's a strike. 2-2. He was trying to bunt again.
Try to put down. That was ball 3. He chased out of the strike zone big time. 2 strikes.
2 strikes on him.
Coach Grace is going to call out another number.
2-2 count on Dustin Green. 8th batter in the Shelby order. Run on first and no outs. Here's the 2-2 from Dustin Wilson. Travis charges in. The pitch is high. 3-2. Well, Sam Travis is almost in the dirt at home plate. He's coming in.
I don't understand how some of these people sleep at night as angry as they get over balls and strikes. Gosh.
3-2.
I couldn't go to bed that
And the
that
pitch.
mean.
Ball 4. Well, all of that. And he ends up walking him. 2 on, nobody out for Young. Chandler Young. Now playing shortstop for Shelby. And Shelby in good shape here in the bottom of the 11th. Good shape to get that winning run in. Down at second base, nobody out. Young, the number 9 hitter, right-hander. And he shows bunt, and the pitch is a ball. Young is grounded out, reached on an error, walked, reached on another error, and reached on the fielder's choice. Officially 0 for 4.
Bottom of the 11th, first and second, no out. Infield fly rule is on. Young looking to bunt here, move some runners over. He only needs to move one over.
And here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a ball. 2-0. They load the bases up here with nobody out. Shelby.
You put another runner on here, Milton. It
Really
drastically
changes
changes what's
everything.
about to happen in this inning because you're gonna have to come to the plate with it.
And here's a bunt back to the pitcher. Looks to third, now to throw, and it's a 1-3 sacrifice for Jenkins or for Chandler Young, not Chandler Jenkins. That's our guy. And there's one out, runner at third now, and the
Jackson Mims,
winning
ain't that
run
the
at
leadoff
third.
hitter? Ain't that who's up?
Mims, yep. Mims, the top of the order up. Mims walked his last time up.
And here's the bad news, guys. If they put Jackson Mims on here right here to force a double play, that means C.J. Brooks is going to actually get to bat against a right-handed pitcher. Maybe
right.
unless they bring Beam in from left field again.
They could,
which they could.
Or Jenkins.
No, Beam didn't start, so he can't go back into pitch. The starter can go back into pitch.
Oh, okay. Here's the pitch to Mims.
And he's squaring around.
It's outside, ball 1.
You gonna take at least one chance at a squeeze here? Yeah, it does. See, we're about to get excited. It's about to get exciting here at Keeter Stadium.
And Wilson steps off. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner second and third for Shelby. Bottom of the 11th. Tie ball game. Here's the 1-0 from Wilson. Bunted, fouled. 1-1. Braun caught that one barehand, but it was a foul ball.
That was a poor job by Mims trying to get that ball down. He took off like he was more worried about getting to first base and getting that ball down and trying to get a run in. But pretty interesting. Coach Grayson with another change of calls here. Them attempting a little squeeze here, and he's squaring early, Milton.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 1-1. He bunts it again. Here comes the runner home. Here's the throw. He safe at home. He couldn't hold on to the ball, and Shelby wins it in the bottom of the 11th. And is Braun okay? Braun collides with Jenkins. Braun came loose of the ball.
His feelings are
and
probably
Shelby wins it.
Hurt a little bit too, Milton, not being able to come up with the play. The ball beat him to the plate. Should have made the play. Another shoulda, woulda, coulda for Post 100, and Post 82 is going to take the victory at home here in Shelby, 7-6 at Veterans Field at Keeter Stadium.
All right, the inning summary: 1 run on no hits and no errors, and Shelby wins it in the bottom of the 11th, 7-6 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. You've been listening to the B Square Construction Post 100 broadcast. Now stay tuned for the College Building Supplies postgame show and the Medical Center Pharmacy MVP of the Game award coming up.
There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
All right, welcome back. It's time for the College Building Supplies of Dallas post-game show as Shelby, in the bottom of the 11th, wins it 7-6 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and Shelby got the leadoff batter on the walk, followed by a walk to Green, Bridges walk, Green walk, sacrifice bunt by Young. And Mims on a bunt, fielder's choice, runner coming home. The throw is there. Catcher Braun couldn't hang on to it. And Shelby scores the winning run in the bottom of the 11th, 7-6. And evens the series up 1 game each. Going to Cherryville tomorrow night for game 3. So there will be a game 4 back here at Shelby sometime later this week, weather permitting. It would be at Cherryville tomorrow and back here at Shelby Thursday. But rain we've been having, who knows. But it's all tied up in the Area 4 third-round series, 1 game apiece, Shelby and Cherryville. Coach Reynolds, in a team meeting with the players, got to be talking about 10 errors, can't hold on to the ball here and there. Not just that play at the end of the game, folks. I mean, it would have been an out, but that's not the only reason Cherryville lost this ball game.
Had 10, 12, by our count, 10 errors. Mental mistakes, probably close to 20, maybe, counting all the throwaways and the missed bunts and everything else.
In the 11th here, didn't you have the pop foul dropped in foul territory, and the runner eventually walked, and that would represent, that'd be the winning run. That's the winning run. So I mean, there's lots of blame you can place. But anyway, don't want to point fingers at anybody. The guys are going to have to regroup. They'll have to get it going again at 7 o'clock tomorrow night on our home field.
Hey, fellas, we got a series here. They say the series doesn't start until somebody wins on the road, and right now the home field advantage is holding steady, and we'll be ready for tomorrow night's ball game in Cherryville.
Right. Summary for Cherryville, 6 runs. This is our stats. 6 runs, 11 hits, 10 errors, 14 left on. For Shelby, 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 15 left on. So it doesn't matter what our book or what somebody else's book says. The final score was 7-6 Shelby, and the series tied 1 game apiece. It's time now. And we haven't even discussed this. I mean, we had so much going on there during the break to talk about. We haven't even discussed it. The Medical Center Pharmacy MVP of the Game Award for Cherryville Post 100. I don't know, guys.
You got the book, and I ain't even going to try to read that thing.
Yeah, I tell you what. We're going to have to talk about this a little bit. We are going to have to talk about this a little bit because I see.
Seems like everybody made an error.
Everybody. We had some guys with more than 1 hit. We had some guys with more than 1 run scored, and some RBIs. But then you had a lot of people made errors.
Well, Thomas Best got on the first 3 at bats, and then he went 0 for the next 3 and dropped a fly ball. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
maybe
guys, y'all pick one.
Beam only got out 1 time.
Yeah, Beam did well. He came in there and pitched 1 pitch to 1 batter, got him out when they needed it. I'll go with that. That sounds good to me. Josh Beam. Josh Bean was on base
he
5
got out
times.
one time and then
he walked 3 and got 2 hits. There you go. That's a good choice.
All right.
I didn't see all that. All right, so Josh Bean, our Medical Center Pharmacy MVP. That's how we see it here. Consensus vote, and that will then just about bring us to the end of our broadcast tonight here at Keeter Stadium, Veterans Field, as Shelby got the winning run in the bottom of the 11th to make it a 7-6 final on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. I want to thank all our camera and operators, Freddie Farley, Josh Collins tonight, and Danny Aker helping us out here in the press box. Danny, you didn't know we were going to put you to work, did you? And for Kevin Hastings, Milton Baker saying so long till tomorrow night. We'll be back with you at Cherryville, Fraley Field for Game 3 of the series. It's tied 1 game each. And I'll say at this time, Post 100 American Legion Baseball, a production of KTC Broadcasting. Till tomorrow night, good night, everybody. We send you to WOHS and Programming in Progress.